Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Gala's price chart. And I think the last time that we talked about Gala, we were right around these areas. And the idea was that there's actually a good chance whatever move on the upside that we are having is just going to be a correction structure and not an impulse, suggesting our move down is going to continue. However, as you can see, we actually got a rather good move on the upside. But the question is this actually enough for us to be optimistic? I'll be honest with you, not really. And we are going to actually talk about a couple of very important signs in today's update. Now, before we get into that, let me just tell you, as we continue to go down in Gala, I am starting to once more buy Gala big time around the lows in hope that we get a move up. So I'm telling you right now, probably soon I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. So I am really going to have a good amount of skin in the game. Now, let's zoom in more and see what is going on. And the first important sign I think comes down to this ascending channel right in here. Now, why is this so important? Because let's say you want to be optimistic in Gala, then okay, in that scenario, I think you might be able to say, well, okay, maybe this is 1, 2, and then another move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and this can be yet another 102 structure, but on a lower degree relative to this one. And soon, this is actually the key. Pay attention, please. We are going to have a strong move up into wave 3, 4, 5. The point that I'm trying to make is this. If you want to talk about this scenario with like just a bit more confidence, maybe you should wait a bit more and see, are we going to get a break out of this beautiful ascending channel or not? And by that, I mean, we go above the upper band, do a consolidation and get another move up. If we do this, great sign. At that point, we can be bullish with a bit more confidence. As long as we are not seeing that though, okay, I think we need to be a bit patient. Why? Because there is a chance that in Gala, we are having the subwaves for an ABC flat, which looks like this. This is our initial move up into a correction for wave B, which in it we are going to get quite close to this initial low right in here, and then another move up into C. Sometimes we are going to take the highest side, the height of our A leg, by like a very small margin, but some other times we can actually finish our C leg right before we take the height of our A leg. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. Nonetheless, sub waves are very much similar. ABC into A, ABC into B, and guess what? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave C. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So, question, between these lows, which one is the lowest low? Yep, by like a very, very small margin, it's actually this one. And off of it, I do think you can say maybe this is A, B, C up, followed by that, probably yes, this can be another A, B, C, this time on the downside, and this can absolutely be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside. Now, on a higher degree, please pay attention. I think you may end up having the subwaves in here for an ABC flat, suggesting what? Well, unfortunately, it's a little bit too soon to be completely bullish, and this move down might continue in Gala in order to take all the lows and possibly even go a bit lower than that. Having said that though, I do think that at least in the short term, let's say in the next month or two, this most likely is going to be our last leg on the downside. So if we end up getting it, and hopefully we are going to end up getting it, I'm actually going to treat this as a beautiful, beautiful buy opportunity. And that, my friends, is exactly when I am going to buy quite a good bit of Gala. But right now, I think we need to be a bit patient. And there's, by the way, a decent chance that we're going to do something like this. Maybe correction structure, another move down, and maybe even before we take the loss, we are going to have a bit of a bounce. But pay attention, if this thing ends up being a slow and choppy bounce, be careful. This might be a bearish setup, suggesting, for instance, this is 1, this is 2, and what's next? Yep, you know what? Good move down into wave 3, 4, 5. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Gala's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.